Just got this in the mail, and this is a wireless CarPlay AI box for your Tesla. I'm going to put it in a 2020 Model 3 today. Just we're going to take a look at what comes in the box. Nice packaging. Okay, take this off. Oh, that's looking cool. I like the design. This is the module. Okay, looks good. And then this packaging out this way. And you have, oh, that's nice. You have an SD card and also a connector for your USB right there. And you have a couple of cords here. One is lightning, I think we call that lightning to lightning, and then lightning to USB. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and put this in the Model 3 today. And I think the instruction booklet is hiding in here somewhere. Find it. All right, we got the power cord hooked up. Let's go ahead and get this SD card out. So it comes with an SD card. It's great. And it's 64 gigabytes. That's really good. Okay, get that little card out, and then we're going to insert that in the back. Make sure the brass sides are pointing up. Clicks in. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and try it out. Okay, let's hook this up. So we got the power hooked up here. We're going to hook it up to the device. Wait a couple minutes. So this light should turn on. Yeah, it's showing red now. And then if we give it a couple minutes, it should start blinking blue. Still red. There's the blue. Yeah, just blue blinking. Okay. Go to the phone's Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, the car's Wi-Fi. So we're going to press this button. We're going to scroll up to where it says Wi-Fi. Turn on our Wi-Fi. Look for different devices. So it found this Tesla box. We need to get rid of it for a second so we can reinstall it. Okay, it says Tesla box. And we'll click that one, and it says password. So we're just going to do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And we're going to say confirm. Okay, so it locked in. Now we're going to press this button again. We're going to press this one that says remain connected and drive. We'll do that. Okay, now we're going to go to the browser button. So here's our browser button. If you can't find it on this screen, you might find this collective button. You can press that. Look for browser, press that. We're going to type in the website. We're going to go www.tsl for Tesla, and box, and .link. Press enter. And this comes up. So you have a lot of different things. You can watch Netflix or Disney, go to TikTok. You have Chrome, you have YouTube, you have YouTube Music, Spotify, different maps, Google Maps, different settings. And then to get to your phone, you have to go to the one that says CarPlay. So we'll press CarPlay. It says the device's name is Apple Pie. So it just linked up with it. If it doesn't link up with it automatically like that, what you might need to do on your phone, try going to Bluetooth, and when you see one that says Apple Pie, Apple Pie, press that one to connect. General on your phone, go to the one that says CarPlay, scroll, and I believe ours is the AutoKit 0486. Make sure that's green, CarPlay. Okay, so we have our ability to go to do text, which is cool.
What do you want to say to Angelica Flint?
Just want to say hello, testing out the text feature.
What?
So to get out of that,
What do you want to say to Axelrod?
press this button. And then let's try the maps. There's Starbucks. Okay, let me drive now and make sure it's still going to work. So this thing is pulsing with different colors. I believe that means that it is connected properly. Put it back inside. All right, take off. Here's, okay. So the map's still working good. Seems to be functioning good. Okay, that looks good. And if you press down here on your screen, you get this little button pops up. You hit that. You can go back to home. And then, we actually want to go back to that far back. I want to go to this one. Okay. Make a phone call right here. You can go to your recent calls. Okay, I'm going to get out of the car. I stopped it. Put it in park. I'm going to get out of the car and then come back later. I'm going to leave this going and see if it just links right back up with my phone again when I come back. Okay, that one's locked. It's turned off. We'll come back in a little bit and see if it turns back on. It turned off my Bluetooth, and now it looks like that helped to establish the Wi-Fi connection. Maybe my Bluetooth had to be off. Let's try the browser again. Yeah, now we're connected. Okay. Interesting. So it looks like for it to just turn back on, you have to not have your Bluetooth going. Let's try the experiment again. So we can see these cool colors are flashing, so we know that it is connected. So you can go to the CarPlay. That's spinning. That's good. There we go. So now we're back to our phone settings. By the way, since this is a www or HTTP/www, not an HTTPS, it is not encrypted, and this is an Android device, so security is not super good. So it's okay to use this, no problem. You know, using things like your map, your phone, I think your messages is okay, but I would not put in any kind of app for financial stuff with passwords, because theoretically you could be monitored, basically like a public connection. So I would just use it for these simple things like the map or the phone or the messages, like these things. And if they did other things like the HBO or YouTube, Disney, Netflix, it's going to want your account information. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable putting that in. You can look into it more, but this does have the ability to link to all these things, but you're going to need to put in your password. Yeah, and again, since it's an Android device, they are not the best for security as compared to an Apple type of app or device. It's pretty good. You know, the graphics to me look a little bit fuzzy compared to what we're used to, like looking at. We get away from that if we're looking at more just the Apple type stuff. I'm sorry, the Tesla type stuff. Graphics are, you know, crisp and clear. But when we go to this browser, it's okay. They're big, which is good. You have a lot of different things you can lock into, but again, some of these are going to require a password, and I don't know if that's going to be safe or not. Okay, I'm going to get out of the car again and see if I can just get in and just have this thing start, because I don't want to go through all these extra steps every time. Let me try that. Okay, I'm going to get out. I'm already in park. I'm going to get out and lock it. You can see this one is linked. It's doing the really cool color changes. When it's flashing blue, it's trying to pair up. Now it's paired up. You're getting back in after about 10 minutes being away. All right. Okay. I think it's just trying to load back to that same website. Let's see what happens. You can see that it's connected. That's the Tesla box. Okay, you got the reload error after about 5 minutes. Let me try reload. Go to the Tesla box one. Okay, we're back. Yeah, that's not so bad. So it looks like when you get in, after you've been gone for a while, as long as this box was not unplugged when you got out, and you pop back in your car, you won't have this right away. But all you got to do is go to your browser and then press the www.tsl box.link, and it'll bring you back to that same site. Pretty good. So when we're in our Model 3, we're going to